I'm sitting here with Noah, a very dedicated, talented footballer, first of all, but also an appointment setter. You've consistently been making, $5,000 a month after working with me, after joining the program. First of all, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for having me on.
100%. I think what's interesting about the route you've taken is most people join the program to hit their first 10K month in sales very quickly. The route you took is keeping it second. Obviously, football first. You have this goal to sign a professional contract, and maybe you've still been chasing a 10K a month goal, but you've kind of not made it number one.
Yeah, essentially, in a way. My aspirations ever since I was, young were to play football at the highest level, play in the Premier League, play at a World Cup.
Yeah. Okay. So how has appointment setting integrated with football while still keeping football first for you?
So it kind of just comes around the day, whether in and around training, just whenever I'm on my phone, whenever I'd be, scrolling TikTok.
Yeah.
Instead now I'm just answering messages. So
okay. So are you saying that you have your daily trainings, you have your gym, you have your, when you focus on nutrition, recovery, and in between then, when you have your phone with you, which is probably all the time, you're spending, 2-3 hours a day just appointment setting?
Yeah, that's exactly right. 1, 2, 3 hours a day, whatever it is, appointment setting, and just in and around all my training. Why not spend that time making money, basically?
Right. And when you came to me, I think you were already spending those hours on your phone. Yeah. You kind of just turned it into a skill, making money, working for a business.
Yeah, that's exactly right. My screen time was already up there. So in a way, when I came to you and I found athletic freedom, why not, just spend that time making money?
Yeah. So what does your day-to-day actually look like as an appointment setter making 5K a month while focusing on football?
So right now, I wake up, I'll answer messages straight away, and then I drive to training.
Yep.
When I'm in the change room before training, I'm answering messages.
And all the other boys, I'm sure, are just on Instagram Reels or whatever.
Oh yeah, TikTok's just flying around, Clash Royale even.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I'm just there answering my messages until I need to go into video, into gym, into training, and then as soon as I'm done training, come back in the change room, some more messages.
And the boys that are on Clash Royale, are they the ones complaining about how their back hurts because they got a job the next day?
Yeah.
Or they're working a job they don't enjoy?
Yeah, there's boys that can't even do the gym sessions because they've got to go to work, got to do a trade.
Yeah.
There's boys that have to go to coaching after training.
Yeah.
Deal with a bunch of 4-year-old kids running around trying to teach them how to kick a ball. But they're always just sitting there. My back hurts, my hammy.
So granted, you are, when they're on Instagram, TikTok, Clash Royale, you're working on Instagram, so it's not very hard work, but you're spending that time to actually make money so you don't have to spend the rest of the day at a job.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay. Do you think that those boys would rather be your appointment setting as well?
100%. I don't see why not.
Okay.
If you can have the opportunity to, spend that extra time that you would be until working from, if you're working a normal job, you're working till 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you can spend that time, doing some extra recovery at training.
Yeah.
Going and doing another session, another field session, improving on whatever you need to improve on.
So if every dedicated athlete in the world wants to train more, wants to focus on recovery more, doesn't want to work a job, where do you think most people go wrong and why people get stuck working a job they don't enjoy?
I think the biggest thing is taking that step outside your comfort zone. Look, a lot of people are maybe scared of change, scared of doing something different.
Yeah.
And, the reality is it is different. It's not, your regular job. It's not what everyone calls a normal job as such. So I think, the biggest thing is just kind of taking that step outside your comfort zone.
We've got a bit off track with all the guys doom scrolling on social media. Continue with your day in the life. So you finish training, guys are rushing to work, putting on their uniforms, showering to get ready, whatever it is. After you do your first training, what does that look like for you for the rest of the day?
After that, I can really do whatever I want. Obviously now I'm playing at Central Coast Mariners, so I've got to make the nice drive back to Sydney.
Yeah.
And from there I can, see my friends, more training. If I want to do more training, I'm a very like eager person when it comes to football.
Yeah.
Yeah, spend time with my family. Sometimes maybe help my parents out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just really do what I want.
Yeah.
Have that kind of freedom to just live my life.
So I assume it varies because what you want to do each day, you know, you don't want to see your friends every day. I'm sure they get a bit annoying sometimes. You don't want to be chilling with your sister every day, whatever it is. But it sounds like you literally just have the freedom to choose, which is like the best part, really.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, I can just decide on the day whatever I feel like doing. If I feel like going to get food, I'll go get food. If I feel like, you know, it's just freedom at the end of the day.
Yeah. So you're obviously a very dedicated footballer. You went over to Europe to play football in Europe. You're obviously from Sydney, Australia, and you kept earning what, 4 or 5 grand a month while you were on trials, while you were like overseas.
Yeah. So I left Sydney and spent 6 weeks in Europe. Obviously, I was in Serbia for 5 weeks training with some teams there, and while I was there, I was earning 4.5K in the month that I was there.
Yeah.
So, and then off the back end of that, I spent the extra 2 weeks in Spain, in Tenerife, kind of just enjoying myself.
I think there were other people, if I remember this correctly, that wanted to do that wanted to stay in Europe, but either A, they couldn't afford it, A, they had to go back to their jobs, or they just kind of couldn't keep traveling. Did appointment setting, I guess, give you the freedom to take all the opportunities, to keep traveling, to keep like giving football your all?
Yeah, because I didn't need to, you know, come back to Sydney for work. I didn't have like a leave that I took that I had to come back to. I could really just kind of do what I want. I could spend that extra time, you know, training with the team or, you know, traveling, which is what I did. Whereas other people maybe have to come back for uni, for work, it was around Christmas time as well. So for family things. So
yeah, I mean, realistically, unless you're spending a lot, you were making more money than you were spending while on holiday, while in Europe. So you could have stayed in Europe as long as you wanted. You could have kept taking trials. You could have gone to every country in Europe, reached out to their best team and just seen what the atmosphere looked like because you were making money while you were traveling.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, I was there making enough money to support myself, to support myself living there.
Yeah.
I could happily have stayed there and gone to Germany, France, England, and wherever I wanted, while, you know, still making 4.5K a month.
Yeah, and if you didn't get this like really good opportunity in Australia, I'm sure you would have kept trialing in different countries until you got that one contract you wanted. So really, if you wanted to, you could have kept appointment setting until you signed a big contract and made a pro in Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
Realistically, if we were to look at 2 versions of you, number one, you would have stayed laboring. You would have had the early morning wake-ups, the draining job, or the version of you now where you have the freedom, you can train more, you can, you know, focus more on football, your goals, focus on your diet, all of these things. How much more likely do you think you are now to take the next step, to sign that big professional contract compared to if you kept laboring?
Yeah, like I can't even put a number on it, to be honest. You know, that the time I would have spent carrying scaffolding up a 9-story building that we're building, I can spend, you know, in an ice bath, doing my recovery, doing extra sessions. Like with appointment setting, what it's given me, it's just given me that freedom, that time to be able to put all my effort into football and really try and give it a crack, basically, and have that chance to go pro, to get to the top level where I want to be. And every high level footballer, they know it's those 1%ers that take you to the end, because it's the hard work that gets you there. And if you can put that extra 1% into doing your recovery, doing, you know, your extra training, getting more sleep, you know, that's really what gets you there.
So you've obviously done quite well, appointment setting, consistently making 5 grand a month, and you've recommended so many people, so many teammates, whether it's opponents, friends, whatever it is, to my program and to start learning sales as well. And you're not getting paid for it. So where does it come from that you're like telling everyone about this opportunity?
It all really comes from the point, like, I like helping people, if you know what I mean. Like
friends, you mean?
Friends, family, just people in general. Like, it doesn't hurt to be kind.
Yeah.
And like, this has changed my life so much. Like, why would I not want my friend's life to change or just someone I know's life to change? Like, instead of people kind of, you know, scraping through, living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to change your life? Why would you not want to have freedom to do whatever you want to do with, you know, whether it's spending time training for me, whether it's, you know, traveling, you know, if you're, I don't know if it's a bit, you know, want to start building a family, whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday we met up with 5 people that I met through you that have now quit their jobs, that are just doing what they want. They have the freedom, and the only reason they have that is because you told them about the program. Well, hey, appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you sharing your story. I'm curious, and for the people watching as well, football aside, so appointment setting, sales, what's the next big milestone? What's the next big number you're looking to hit?
I think for me, I'm just looking to build to 10K a month. That's sort of been on my radar for a while now. So if I can hit that 5-figure a month mark, I'd be more than happy.
Beautiful. Love it. And it's not too far off. No. What do you think is going to get you there? Is it more skills, an extra hour or so a day, appointment setting, like just more volume, doing more? Or is it, say, a better opportunity that I know you have lined up over the next week or so as well?
I think it's kind of a mixture of everything. You know, if I can, hard work is one thing. That's like everything. If you don't work hard, you know, results won't happen. Mm-hmm. If I can better my skills as well, that's always gonna help me improve. And just overall mixture of everything. Just putting everything together. That's it.
There you go. Well, I'll see you there in a month or so.
Sounds good.
Done. Any last piece of advice for anyone watching this video that you think would be valuable for them to hear?
I think, you know, just go for it. Like, you're only one, not even big decision, just one decision away from changing your life at the end of the day. You know, when I first got on that call with you and decided to take that step to do it, it really, like, I didn't know back then, but now I know how much it has changed my life and how much I've been able to, you know, move forward. Mm-hmm. So coming back to that, I think, you know, just do it. Just kind of take that jump. Yeah. No matter how big it is, just make that big decision and go for it.
Good advice. And it's always easier to give advice in hindsight. And I think you know, whatever it was 6 months ago, or where a lot of people are now struggling in their jobs. So it's cool that you can give like very clear advice on where someone was, because you maybe are where they want to be now. Yeah. Cool. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you for taking the time.